Well, hello to my lovely viewers, it's PNG. Thank you for tuning to my One Piece Bounty Rush video. And today we're gonna do I'm gonna be doing the medal sets video, and it's gonna be split into three. And this first part will be the recommendation and discussion and explaining the medal set for attackers. So these medal sets that I'm gonna be recommending is my own personal opinion. Some of them already well known, and some of them are not quite known. So hopefully that some of these medal sets will be providing you some great recommendations, so you know what medal sets to develop to provide your attackers to have a better chance to compete in the meta. So hopefully you don't get bored of it, and maybe some of you might find it very useful. So hopefully it will be a great video for you. So anyway, let's just get going then. So I already pre-saved some of them, so let's just get explaining and recommending then. So the first medal set is the Barat Works medal set. So most of my medal set does involve quite a few event medals. So hopefully you guys already pre-craft and upgraded them, and some of them are not developed. You could just start providing them some transfer traits. So this medal set, Barat Works, is more designed for characters who focus on skill 2. So with Gandino and Mr. 5, including Miss Valentine, will provide you skill 1 and 2 cooldown, 20% the max, and then dodge cooldown and capture speed. Most important, as I said, is a skill 2 heavily medal set focused. This medal set will be greatly designed for like EX Alkainu or Shanks, and also the OG Kaido. So any characters that focus heavily on skill 2, this is a perfect medal set, or no, I would say near perfect. It's quite good. I use it heavily on EX Alkainu. So you can, if you have these two medals that's not fully developed, but you have craft them, upgrade them to the max, then add some traits in it to provide them the great traits to allow the attacker that focus on skill 2 to have great advantage in the matches. Then the second medal set, quite a classic for me and some of the old players. It's designed for characters who heavily relies on critical hits, like for example my favorite character, Dressrosa Zoro. You have CP9, you have the young Dolphy. Those are the characters that generally relies on critical hits. This will provide them a very good advantage, because Rain medal, a very old medal, this Rain medal existed about 2 years ago. So if you are a 2-year-old player, then you would have this one. But if you don't, you can find any other medal set that can do the similar effect. This traits where every critical hit you get a skill 1 cooldown for each hit. But this medal set, this one is a very old medal. But any old players has it, then that's great for you. And this is a very old medal as well, Wolf medal and Lucy medal. You can make this Lucy medal quite easily from CP9 himself. So with these three combined, you will get a skill 1 and 2 cooldown with 14%, dodge cooldown, capture speed, but most importantly, every critical hit you deliver, you will get a 5% skill 1 cooldown each hit, and a skill 2 cooldown 3% each hit, and HP recovery each hit as well for each critical hit, and you get some damage reduction. This is I mainly main this medal set for Dressrosa Zoro and young Dolphy. Then another set, you can make this quite easily, which is the Elephant Gatling medal, the Battle Axe medal, including Dragon Quake medal. This is also a heavily focused on skill 2 cooldown. I use this for EX Shanks because it works really well for EX Shanks. It will provide you a skill 1 and 2 cooldown. Only 2 is 20%, skill 1 is 14%. And you get a dodge cooldown and some capture speed, and most importantly, if you hang around the treasure area, you get a 13% skill 2 cooldown, damage increase when you're when you're attacking your enemy in their treasure area, and also if you have less treasure, you can do more damage, including if you can do more damage if your allies are not nearby your treasure area where you're defending. And every time you KO someone, you get 8% skill 2 cooldown. So this is a very good medal set for attacker who needs skill 2. So Shanks and also EX Alkainu you will find it quite useful with this medal set. Then another medal set you can make is the for attackers doesn't have HP recovery. So if I add Buzzcut Mochi medal, Big Mom medal, and Room medal, it will provide me skill 1 and 2 cooldown, dodge cooldown, some capture speed, including some damage increase when my allies are not nearby a treasure where I'm defending, and every time I KO an opponent, I get a 10% HP recovery. So this medal set, I made it for originally for Prime Whitebeard. And Whitebeard in the past, before his buff, he didn't have any HP recovery. This was perfectly designed for Prime Whitebeard in the past, but now any attacker doesn't have HP recovery, you could use this medal set, because you not only you get 10% HP recovery, you get an additional 5% damage reduction when you can keep your HP above 70%. So I would say, instead of just adding a third medal that can provide an extra 55% HP recovery, I'd rather have some damage reduction. This is the medal set I recommend for that attacker doesn't have any HP recovery for after KO or something like that. Then the Fishman attacker sets. I made this medal set for attacker who needs skill 1 cooldown. The good thing about this medal set is a medal that you can build quite easily. All these 3 medal, you can make it from some old characters, and you should have them. And the good thing about this medal set, you get skill 1 and 2 cooldown. Every time I KO an opponent, I get an addition, a critical boost, 120%, which is basically adding 12% extra on your critical stats. So you could land critical hit easier. And if I keep my HP above 70%, I get skill 1 cooldown 10%. If I have less than 50% of my HP, I'll get another skill 1 cooldown. So depending on the situation. The good thing also is when I spawn or start the game, I'll get a 10% speed boost for 20 seconds, so you can move faster. This is not a very essential medal, but it's quite good. It depending on the character that you're using, who uses skill 1 cooldown. For example, the Punk Hazard Smoker can will find this medal set quite useful for him. Then the my Boa set, my own best medal attacker set, is does have the best stats I can provide her. It's a very good alternative medal set to the Luffy set in a second when I'm gonna go for it. But the good thing about this medal set, it does provide you skill 1 and 2 cooldown, dodge cooldown, capture speed, some damage increase when you have less treasure as a team, and you get skill 1 cooldown when you have more treasure. And if your allies are not nearby where you are defending, you can deal more damage and also get a 10% damage reduction as well. So this medal set is quite good. You could build this medal set. You can make it quite easily. If you have the Bounty Festival blue attacker Boa, then you can make it. Just make this medal set. It's not bad. It's a quite good medal set. Then, of course, the most powerful medal set that you could make is the Dressrosa Luffy set, which is Fire Fist Pistol Red Hawk medal, Lucy medal, a event medal. If you have played this game more than a year, then you should have this medal set. Then it will work out really well for Luffy medal set, because this is the most strongest medal set for attacker medal set you can get. And the good thing is you do get everything that you need. So you get skill 1 and 2 cooldown 20%, dodge cooldown, capture speed, including damage increase when you have less treasure, 10%. And if your allies are not nearby where you're defending, you can get another 10% damage increase. Also, when your allies are not nearby and treasure area, do 5% more damage. And when you capture a treasure, you get a 5% HP recovery. Plus, if your allies are not nearby where when you're attacking an enemy in a treasure area alone, you do 5% more damage. So this is perfectly designed to really punch the crap out of people. This is a very powerful attacker set, probably the strongest. Then another one I could recommend that sort of like kind of is similar to the Dressrosa Luffy set, my favorite one I would say. Buzzcut Mochi medal, Katakuri medal, and Big Mom medal, which provides me skill 1 and 2 cooldown, dodge cooldown, no capture speed, but it does provide me some HP recovery and damage increase when we have less treasure, and we can do 10% more damage if your allies are nearby a treasure, so just join in a fight, and also 5% damage increase if your ally not nearby. You do get damage reduction as well, HP recovery as I mentioned. So as I said, this medal set can easily rival Luffy, Dressrosa Luffy medal set. This one you probably can make it much easier than the Luffy set, because Luffy's medal, Lucy medal, if you're newly joined the game, then you probably won't have this medal. Then another one, this one you can make. This is the alternative Dressrosa Straw Hat medal set, I would say. All you need is just the Dressrosa Zoro medal, the Dressrosa Luffy, and another Dressrosa Luffy. So you just need these 3 medal. You can easily rival that Dressrosa Luffy medal set, because it does provide you skill 1 and 2 cooldown, dodge cooldown as well, capture speed, not the max, but you still can do a lot of damage as you can see. So this medal can actually work out really well for attackers as well. And then this one is heavily, probably more designed for Roger, because this medal set is heavily designed for skill 1 cooldown for every knockout. So Roger is perfectly designed for this one. And also you could use this medal set for Prime Whitebeard as well, because it does involve Roger medal, Rayleigh medal, and Griffon medal. No extra skill 1 and 2 cooldown from its traits, but it's fine. You do get a capture speed, and you do get damage reduction when you try to defend the treasure alone, and when you KO an opponent, which Roger and Prime Whitebeard most likely will do that. So you will get a 24% skill 1 cooldown for every KO. So you just rapidly get back your skill 1. And then another set, Wano Zoro set, which is actually quite good. The only problem is this medal set, you do have 2 event medals. So if you have played this game more than a year, then you would have able to make this medal. So it's not bad, because it does involve this medal as well: Ultra Tiger Hunt medal, Ronin medal, and Pirate Hunter medal. This provides you skill 1 and 2 cooldown, some capture speed, including some damage increase as well. So it's not bad. This medal set is actually quite good. Attacker set does provide you quite a lot of cooldowns in different ways. So yeah, this medal set is quite good. And then the last one, the Alabaster Warlord set. It's not really Alabaster, it's more like a heavy, very heavy skill 2 cooldown medal set again. Mr. Zero, Mr. 2, and then Moria medal. Because the good thing about this medal set, you get a 28% skill 2 cooldown, and also skill 1 cooldown 14%. Dodge cooldown as well, and you get damage increase when you are around your opponent's treasure area, and you do get a 3% HP recovery for every time your ally dies, and after KO your opponent as well, you get a 5% HP recovery as well. This medal set, I built it for Onigashima Law, because I think this medal set works really well for Onigashima Law, or any other attacker that's heavily relies on skill 2 cooldown. It's quite well designed because it's got a 28% skill 2 cooldown, so it is a very powerful medal set if you can build it. So as I said, man, these are my recommendations. Hopefully these medal that I have recommend you today is very useful, and the information I provide you. If you do have any other medal set that you could recommend for the viewers and for the community, then feel free to put a comment down on the comment section and just do some recommendation. If you agree to it or you don't agree to my video, then of course put a like or dislike. It's entirely up to you, and share the video for anyone of your friends, or maybe your allies, your group that want to know more about the attacker medal set that you can use for the current meta in 2022, then share it. Then hopefully you did find this information you like this video. So hopefully that it became very useful. Anyway, so we'll go and make the defender or the runner set next. So hopefully you did enjoy the video then, guys. Thank you for watching.